Hi friends, good day. Today I'm taking out one more problem. Last class we have done second problem, the interest tables method, product method. If nothing is mentioned, we'll be going by product method only. Prepare account current for North Brothers in respect of the following transaction with Sham. And who is sending actually, let me see. The account is to be prepared up to 1st February. Calculate interest at 6% per annum. Account current for North Brothers. Now, how to identify, sir, who is sending the account current and who is receiving it? Who is sending it? Who is receiving it? That is important thing. So, when you look at prepare account current for North Brothers, that means the person who is sending, for him we need to prepare an account current. This is an indication. So, who is the sender? North Brothers is the sender. Who is the receiver then? Sham. So we'll be writing, Sham in account current with the North Brothers. Okay, so that means simple words. We are opening in the books of North Brothers. We are opening which account? Sham account. Clear to all of you? Prepare prepare account current for North Brothers in respect of the following transactions with Sham. Sham. September 16, goods sold to Sham 200 rupees. You, because why I am saying the receiver, you assume that the receiver account you are preparing, then the transaction entries will be easy for you to identify. Sham account you are opening, my dear friends. Now come on, see, goods sold to Sham, Sham to sales. Cash receipt from Sham, cash to Sham. Goods purchased from Sham, purchase to Sham. Paid to Sham, Sham to cash. Paid to Sham, Sham to cash. Goods purchased from Sham, purchase to Sham. Goods purchased from Sham, purchase to Sham. Paid to Sham, Sham to cash. Goods sold to Sham, Sham to sales. That's it. And for certain transaction we got due date. So if due date is not there, October 1st, for this you don't have due date, then same is the transaction date. November 1st, due date is not there. November 1st is the due date, transaction date. Paid to Sham, due date won't be there. Sham, whenever you got the money, you are making payment. That is why due date has not been given. Even whether gives or not, is not giving. Just you write transaction date as a due date. Now whenever you don't have due date, now here due will be, for you to understand, 1st October. Due will be November 1st, December 1st, whenever you don't have due date. For certain transaction, we are having due date. Paid to Sham, January 1st. Clear? Year is changing, no? January 9, himself has given. Account to be prepared up to 1st February. Calculate interest at 6% per annum. Simple. We start doing it now. Heading. Who is the receiver? I told you, Sham. Interest up to, interest at the rate of 6% up to, because if you write that when you are doing the problem you will be having clarity. My dear friends, I'm not drawing the lines, it's at a time wasting. Just I'm writing the amounts, you can understand it. Date particulars, due date. See, in study material you are having number of days after amount, because I am writing number of days, calculation will be easy. For that I am writing, it's your wish, you can have amount here, number of days, your choice. Number of days up to 1st February 16. Amount, product. Like this you should start writing. Okay, the problem is that space adjustment. The board, classroom board, we can do it very quickly. You need to draw so many columns. Eight. Particulars. Eight. Number of days. Amount, product. Date. Particulars. Date. I think you will understand. Number of days means always up to. You should remember up to. Okay. Then amount, product. Product you don't have any rupees, sorry. For amount you should have rupees. Okay, coming back to this. Let us see the data of transaction. Goods sold to Shyam. Shyam to sales. 15. September 16. Two sales. 1st October due date 200 rupees. Number of days we can calculate at last for all the problems. Let me complete both. October 1st, cash received from Shyam. Entry, cash to Shyam, buy cash. Sorry. Since the due date has not been given, October 1st only. Amount 90 rupees. 90. Then October 21st, goods purchased from Shyam. Entry, purchases to Shyam. Buy purchase, I think December 1st is October 21st. The transaction. Amount 500 rupees. November 1st, paid to Shyam. Shyam to cash. Date, November 1st, 3:30. November 1st. Again paid to Shyam. December 1st, 3:30. Goods purchased from Shyam. Buy purchases. December 5th, 500 rupees. Due date January 1st, 500 rupees. December 10th purchased, 1st January 200. ₹200. Okay. Then January 1st paid to Sham. Entry Sham to cash 600. Goods sold to Sham. Entry Sham to sales 20 rupees. Date January 9th, 1st February. Like this posting has been completed. Now you can go for, I've already told you, when due date is not given, transaction date will become due date. We need to calculate number of days. So from October, how many days are there? 31. No, 31 means after 1 if you take out 30 days. 30 October, October 30 plus November 30, December 31, January 31 plus February 1 is coming to 123 days. 123 into 200 is coming to 24,600. Okay, then next November 1st, November 30, 30 minus 1, 29 November, December 31st, January 31st, February 1 coming to 92 days. 92 days into 330, 30,360. December 1st, December 1st, 330. December 1st, 330 amount. How many days? December balance 30. 30 plus January 31 plus February 1. 62 days. 62 into 330. 20,460. January 1st. January 1st balance 30. 30 plus 1. February. 31 days. 31 days into 600. 18,600. Like February 1st. 0 no, first to first 0. Next October 1st. October how many days? 31. If you take 1, 30. 30 October. November 30. December 31. January 31. February 1 is coming to 123. Here I already calculate December 1st date. No, I can be smart enough in using it. January 1st 31. I should again keep on calculating, because we got the due date already. Calculate number of days, to same you will be getting it. Let us go for multiplication. 123 into 90 is coming to 11,070. 500 into 62 is coming to 31,000. 500 into 31, 15,500. 200 into 31, 6,200. Now we need to see which side product is showing more. It is with pencil you need to calculate. You can't just guess which side is showing more. Huh? Okay. So 24,600 Just you are writing the amount. Then if this suppose debit side amount is wrong, then I can erase it. So if that is the case, you can write with a pencil the examination, because time management is the key. I've been telling you. 94,020 minus 11,000. I think debit side is showing more. You are getting a balance of 30,250. This will be writing February 1st by balance of product. Now this balance of product, which side is showing more? Debit side. So what I do here, if I want, I can calculate interest here, or the interest will appear on the side which is showing more, product which is showing more. Here I'll be telling alternative way also. February 1st you can write to interest 30,250 into what is the rate of interest given? 6%. For this, no need to go for working notes. It's your wish. In the solution itself, you can do it, or if you want, you can do outside the problem. It's your wish. So, which side you should write interest? The side which is showing more. The side, the product which is showing more, that side you should write. So, it is coming to 30,250 into 6% divided by 360. You're getting 4.972. So, I am writing 4.97. You write now in the amount column. Which column you should write? Amount column. Here I would like to tell you one thing. Product debit side may be showing more, but amount credit side may show more. It's not that always you can't say that since product is showing on the debit side, amount also may show debit side more. No, sometimes amount may also show more on the credit side. Even then also interest will be written on the side where the product is showing more. Here I am writing a note. Interest posting will be done on the side product total is showing more. In this problem, since total product debit side is more, this problem, since total product debit side is more, interest amount has been posted on the debit side of amount column. Get all of you, because product, whichever the product side is more, that side you should write the interest. And second point, in some cases In some cases, product may show more on one side, say debit side, but the amount may show more on the other side. Say credit side. Okay. Even then, interest will be shown on the side even then interest will be shown on the side which product is showing more. Get all of you? Come on, final conclusion. Interest will be posted on the basis of product without considering the side where amount is showing more. So now let us see the amounts here. I think amounts also debit side is showing more. 200 plus 330 plus 330 plus 600 plus 20 plus 4.97. Okay. Then from this, if I deduct credit, I am getting balance. Debit side amount also is showing in this problem. Debit side more. It may be more, sometimes it may be less also. We can't say, but for the timing, product is also showing more on the debit side. Amount also may be showing more on the debit side. So what is the total I got here? 1484.97 minus 90 minus 500 194.96. Is the problem. Okay, problem you are done today. First problem. Take up one more problem. Is completed. This we have completed both the methods in the last class. Let me take out to this problem. On 1st January 2016, Suri's account in Puri's ledger. Suri's account in Puri's ledger means by this time is clear to you. In Puri ledger account, you are opening Suri account means who is the sender? Puri is the sender. Showed a debit balance. That means Suri account is showing debit balance. You write with the two balance brought down. The following transaction took place between Puri and Suri during the quarter ended 31st March 16. Puri sold goods to Suri. Now you are opening which account? Suri. Puri sold goods to Suri means Suri is buying the goods. Come on, purchases to Suri's account. Puri sold goods to Suri means Suri is buying the goods. From whom it is buying the goods? Puri. Entry is, you can understand the entry, purchases account data to Suri. On 1st January to Suri's account and Suri's account in Puri's ledger. No, That is confirmed here. Prepare an account to be submitted to Puri. That is what I told you. The person who is submitting the account is called as receiver. Come on. Puri sold goods to Suri. Entry Suri to sales. Puri received promissory note. 3 months date is nothing but bills receivable. London Bills of Exchange. Bills receivable to Puri. Suri. Suri sold goods to Puri. Here Puri sold goods. Here Suri sold goods means we are buying. Purchases to Suri. Puri sold goods to Suri. Suri returned goods to Puri. Because Suri returned goods means contain me sales returns. You following? Suri returned goods to Puri. Puri has sold goods to Suri. Suri returned goods. Sales returns. No entry. Suri sold goods to Puri and purchases. Purchases to Puri sold goods to Suri. Suri gold sold goods to Puri. Purchases to Suri. You can check for yourself. I am giving 1 minute time before I start doing the problem. Okay. Now, in all these cases, except this transaction where we are having 3 months due, 3 months date, all other transactions you don't have any due date. Got it? So then transaction date will become due date. Accounts were settled on 31st March 2006 by means of a check. Means whatever the final amount, like we have last class we have seen the balance, because there is no mention about the payment is being made. So written by balance card carried on. Now in this case, what is that you will be writing? Amount, what whoever is making the payment, whoever owes the money, that person is making the payment by check. 31st March, taking interest into account, 10% per annum. Calculate interest to the nearest rupee. Okay, so we start doing this problem. Problem number 2, 3. Problem number 3. Heading will be writing Suri in account with D. Simple words. Puri's books. Puri's books. In the books of Puri, The books of Puri or opening which account? Suri account. The books of Puri, I am opening which account? Suri account. Suri in account current. Interest up to okay. Amount and product 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 call. Similarly, I'm not drawing the lines. I hope you will understand. Lot of time is being consumed drawing the lines. Amount, product. Amount, product. Okay, so let us start doing it. For the first time, Suri's account in Puri's ledger shows a debit balance. That means in the books of Puri, Suri account is showing debit balance of 2500. Date. So for opening balance, due date is same. What is the amount? Calculation of days, I'll do it later on. 2500. Same like previous problem we can do. The next transaction, let us see. Puri received a promissory note. Puri received a promissory note. Suri at 3 months due date. That means Suri has given a promissory note to us. So for us, we are receiving promissory note is nothing but bills receivable. For us means we are Puri. Puri has received. We are Puri. We have received bills received from Suri. Entry will be bills receivable account at R2. Come on, tell me. Suri account, because Puri has received bills. Promissory note of Suri means we are receiving bills receivable. Entry bills receivable account at R2. Bills receivable account at R2. Suri account. So January 24, 2500. What is the amount we are having? 3000. 3000. Now, how many days here? 24th January 16. You can see 3 months date. 3 months means you should calculate 4th January 3 days plus 3 is 7 plus 1 plus 3 4 months. 27 27th April 16 is the due date. Due date. So here I am writing This is due date 27th April 16. Now I've written the due date, then I'll come back to explanation later on. Then next, sold goods to Puri entry. Sorry, Suri sold goods to Puri. That is Puri is buying entry. Purchases to Suri. February 1st. Buy purchases. If date is not given, we'll be taking due date, the transaction date as a due date. Next, Puri sold goods to Suri. Who is the receiver? Suri. If he is a giver, it is a purchase. If he is a receiver, sales. Simple. Suri to sales 4,100. Date February 4th. To sales written like transaction went directly for this one transaction. Suri to sales. This means what is the date? Transaction date 20 sorry January 11. $3,000. And if it is not given, transaction date will become due date. Come back to this. Puri, this is the February 4th. Puri sold goods to Suri means who is the receiver? Suri is the receiver. That means we are selling the goods to Suri. Suri to sales, February 4th. $4,000. Suri return goods to Puri. I told you already. Sales returns to Puri. 7th February. Buy sales return 500. Due date is not given same. What is the amount? 500. Next, Suri sold goods to Puri. Entry March 1st. Purchases to Suri. Suri buy purchases March 1st. $2,800. Puri sold goods to Suri. Entry Suri account data to sales. Who is the receiver? Suri is the receiver. Suri to sales 4,600. March 18. And due date is not given. Transaction date will become due date. Suri sold goods to Puri. Who is the giver? Suri is the giver. That means we are receiving goods. Purchases to Suri. March 23rd. 23rd March 16. 5 purchases. What is the amount? 2000. 2000 rupees. 23rd March 16. Clear to all of you? Posting has been completed now. Posting has been completed. Now we need to go for number of days. This calculation you can do it easily. 1st January. Now one thing I want to tell you. For opening balance, please remember, opening balance, this date, opening date also to be included. This is applicable only for opening days, opening transaction, opening balance, opening balance including the opening date, the date on which balance has been written. So opening balance should include 1st January also. Here I am writing a note. Some space for in case of calculation of number of days for opening balance, opening date is also be included. See, for other transactions, see, you can see, suppose 11th February, January, 11th day we are not including. Here 1st January also included. That means generally, if it is not opening balance, we could have taken balance of January 30 days. But since the first opening balance, 1st day also included. But here 11th day will not be, 11th date will not be included. Will be calculated number of days balance of January excluding 11th day, here including 1st January. Okay, so that is what. The above problem. In case of calculation of number of days for opening balance, opening date is also to be that is including 1st January in the above problem. Okay, come back to this. So January 31, January 31, since it is a leap year, February will become 1 day, so it is coming to 91 days. 91 into 2500 coming to 2,27,500. Let me calculate 11th January. 11th day should not be included for other transaction. As usual, we have done so many problems. 31st January 31, 31 minus 11, 20 days. January 20, February leap year 29, because 2016 is leap year, no? And March 31 is coming to 80 days. Two lakhs 40,000. Next, 4th February 2016 is a leap year. So 29 minus 4, 25 days. 25 plus March 31 is 60. So 56 into 4,100. 2,29,600. Next, 18th March. In March, 31 days. 31 minus 18. 31 minus 18. It is coming to 13 days. $59,800. Now come back to number of days here. Bills receivable. Now your closing date is 31st March 16, but due date is extending 31st March. So we are getting negative days. Getting negative days. How many negative days, sir? After 31st March, no, 27 days. Is 7 4, no? So 27 negative. Put it like minus symbol. Don't write product for negative days. If you write product, I think there will be confusion. From this debit side product, the credit side product is to be subtracted, and this is also minus, no, it is to be added. So that is why what you do generally, you can write this amount on the other side. You can write the amount on the other side instead of writing on the credit side. Are you following? You'll be writing like to red ink product. In those days, why red ink product for the first time? Red ink is a part of product only. In these days, they used to mark with red pen like this. They used to mark red ink pen means red marker, a red ink. The reason is that it is a negative. Negative, how you are getting negative days? If due date falls after closing date of statement. What is closing date of statement? 31st March 16. What is the due date? 27. That is why we are getting minus value, negative value. Whenever you are getting negative, you write here to red ink product. This will be easy. If red ink you are getting the negative on the debit side, red ink product will go on the credit side. So how to do it, sir? Is it 2005? Clear to all of you? So what is to be done? 27 days into 2,500. It is coming to 67,500. So the credit side negative amount, negative product, because you are getting minus, product also will be negative. Credit side, whenever you are having number of days as a negative, product should be written on the debit side. Then calculation becomes easy. I repeat once again. Negative days you are having on the credit side, no? That negative side into amount, the product you write on the debit side. If debit side you are getting suppose negative here, the product will go to the other side. This is called as red ink product. Okay, then this is completed. Buy purchases 1st February 2006. First means excluding first 29, no, 29 means 28. 28 days plus March, it is coming to 59 days. This is a purchases amount. $5,000. 2,95,000. Next, 7th February 16. How many days are there in February? 29. 29 minus 7, 22. 22 plus 31. March, 53 days. 53 days into 500. 26,500. 1st March, balance of days 31 minus 1, 30 days. 30 into 2,800. 84,000. Next, purchases account. 23rd March, 31 minus 23, 8 days. 8 into 2,000, 16,000. Okay, in the meanwhile, you can calculate the total of product, which side is showing more. Okay, you might have gone for calculation. The product you can see quickly. Let us check the debit side is showing more, 2,27,500 plus 2,40,000 plus 2,29,600 plus 59,800 plus 67,500. I am writing this total. Eight lakhs. First you can write with the pencil. Then if suppose debit side is showing less, then you can erase it. Now what you can do, my advice, you go for totaling of it. You start deducting the credit side product. 8,24,400 minus 2,95,000 minus 26,500 minus 84,000 minus 16,000. It is coming to 4,02,900. It is coming to 4,02,900. What is the date here? 31st March 16. Here also you can write date 31st March 16. By balance of product. And I have already told you, you should write interest on the side where product is showing more. Which side product is showing more? Debit side. 31st March 16. To interest. Rate of interest we have written in the beginning, 10%. So 4,02,900 into 10%. You are getting 110.38. In the problem he has given to nearest rupee. Calculate interest to the nearest rupee. So 110.38 means I am writing 110 rupee. Where I should write in amount column to interest. Now we can go for the totaling of the amount column. $2,500 into 2,500 plus 3,000 plus 4,100 plus 4,600, it is coming to 14,200. $14,200 plus 110, no, 14,310. Again you write with a pencil, because debit side may show more or credit side may show more amount. I told you already, but interest will be written on the side where product is showing more. So 14,310 minus 2,500 minus 5,000 minus 500 minus 2,800 minus 2,000, it is coming to 1510. So here I am writing Y balance carried on 1,510. Not balance carried on because he has made a payment, no. So we can write, you can see the problem has been mentioned that account was settled by means of a check. So not by balance carried on 31st March 16. What is the amount you actually debit said? That means Suri has to make a payment of 1510 that has been received by bank. Amount due from Suri. How you are saying amount due from Suri? Because it's like Suri account, I told you, no. Suri and account current means we are opening Suri account. Suri account debit side showing more means Suri needs to make a payment. Amount due from Suri received by check. Okay. And here I should write the amount. So today's class is reading product. Reading means whenever you are getting the negative product method on reading. We used to, in those days, we used to mark this with red pen. That is why red ink. Negative days. Negative, when you are getting negative days, due date falls after due date. It is called negative date. Negative date. That we are writing on the other side. Otherwise, if you write here, then after adding this, after subtracting, negative value again is to be added. Why should again you add? Instead of adding it, we are writing on the debit side. Calculation becomes simple. So today, this is red ink method. Let me use red color. Red ink method is a part of product method only. Red ink, why is being called? Because value is showing negative. Clear to all of you, this is how you should work out the problem. Totaling is correct. You just cross check if the amount is again 14,310 minus 2,500 minus 5,000 minus 500 minus 1,800 minus. So this is how you should do the problem. Now come back to this. How many problems we have completed? Third problem also has been completed. So I want to give one or two problems as a homework. Fourth problem I want to give as a homework. If you got any doubt, this problem is there in the study material. You can see. The only thing is that invoice dated 26th November means the due date is this. This is called as due date. This is due date. Okay, this is a homework to you. You have to do. You can do it also. Balance due to G by H. Come on. I explained who is preparing account current. To be rendered by G to H. That means who is the receiver? H. H in account current with simple logic is that person who is rendering, his name should be last. The person to whom it has been rendered, his name should be written first. That means who is receiving H? In simple words, H account. It's like a H account. Balance due to G by H means which balance? A debit balance. That's it. Promissory note given at 3 months. January 3 months means February 3, March 3, April 3. So I think you are getting red ink here. Goods sold by H to G. Okay, goods sold by H to G means invoice date 8th April means, okay, let me explain. We are having the other way. So this problem also let me take up today so that we can continue. Fourth problem I will be working out. The fifth problem is simple problem. This homework you can do it. Not going to explain. Fifth you can do it. Seventh problem is asking two methods, forward and backward. It is called as epoch method. This I have to explain. Seventh problem I have to explain. This is nothing but Roshan has a current account. This is we have learned in the beginning, no? By means of product balance. Sixth problem is the exam. All problems we are working out on means of product. Okay. Seventh I have to explain. Eighth I can give as homework to you. Can do eighth one. This I have to explain. Okay. So you do one thing for the time being. We have completed two problems. I thought of giving this initial as homework because there's one or two new points that I need to explain. So that is why I am going to explain this problem. So we will work out this problem now. The following are the transactions that took place between G and H during the period 1st October to 31st March 16. So I have already given the heading H in account current with G. I think directly I explained while doing the problem. Again, I need to draw lines like this. H in account current with G. Interest at the rate of 10% up to 31st March 16. Interest at the rate of 10% up to 31st March 2006. By this time you all are clear. Number of days up to 31st March 16. Amount product. Six columns you are having, you can see that. Examination, I told you to draw the lines. Okay, now come back to this. Balance due to G by H. In simple words, balance due to G by H means H was to G. We are opening H account now, which is nothing but debit balance. October, 1st October 2015. To balance brought down. First October 15, amount 3000 rupees. See, the number of days I told you we calculate at a time. If due date is for opening balance, due date is same. Then next one, goods sold by G to H. Who is the receiver? H. H account at R to sales. To sales account, October 18, 2500. $2,500. Goods sold by H to G. So H is the giver, G is the receiver. When H is the giver, we are buying from H. H account should be created. Purchase account should be debited. So we should write here 16th November buy purchases due date is invoice date is nothing but due date. The 16 they have told sold, but invoice means the date of the bill has been generated on 26 means from the due date starts from that date. So whenever invoice date is given is nothing but due date. Since it is not a bill, no need to add any grace days. Only for bills of exchange you should add grace days. So 26th November. What is the amount for this? 4,000. Amount 4,000. Next, goods sold by H to G again. This is also by purchases. December 7. By purchases. Due date 17th December. 17th December. Amount is 3,500. Promissory note given by G to H. Promissory note given by G to H means H is receiving nothing but bills payable. That means promise not given by G to H. Who is receiving? H is receiving. H is the receiver. What is that we are giving to him? Bills payable. So your bills of exchange knowledge will be really useful for this. Entry H account data R to bills payable. What is the duration? 3 months. 3 months. That is why I mentioned red ink. Why I mentioned red ink? You will be knowing it. Negative days you will be getting it. At 3 months. So entry H account to bills payable January 3rd. Duration 3 months. Calculate due date for this. 3rd January 16. For bills, promissory note or bills, we need to calculate 3 grace days, 3 months. Is coming to 6th April 16. 6th April 16 means which is after 31st March. So we are getting negative days. Okay. Here 6th March. Clear to all of you? 6th March, 6th April, sorry. 6th April, this one. 6th April 16. Then cash paid by G to H. Who is the receiver? H. Entry H account data R to cash. So when due date is not given, you can take as 4th February. Amount is 1000. Next, cash paid by G to H is completed. Goods sold by G to H. Goods sold by G to H. Who is the receiver? Tell me. G is the receiver. Who is the giver? H is the giver. Is nothing but purchases. Purchase or sales? Come on. Goods sold by G to H. H is the receiver means we are opening H account now. Is sales. H account data R to sales. To sales. Any due date is given? No. So March 21st will become the due date. What is the amount given? 4,300. 4,300. Clear to all of you? Next. This is complete. Goods sold by H to G is nothing but purchases. Sold by H is selling. H is the giver. That means we are receiving. B means we are G. In the books of G, we are opening H account. No? So by purchases, March 28. So this is also red ink. Here we got red ink. Here also we are, because due date is 8th April. No, we are closing the account on 31st March. So this is also due date. This is also red ink interest. We are having two red ink interest. Okay. First let me write the due date 8th April. Amount 2,700. 8th April 15. Now let us calculate number of days. Okay, I told you for first opening balance including this date to be considered. 1st October, October 1st also to be included. 31 October, November 31 October, November 30, December 31, January 31, 16 is leap year now, February 29, March 31. It is coming to 183 days. 183 days into 3000. 5,49,000. Next, sales account. I think here I have not a due date. Due date here also 18th October 15. Transaction date will be okay. 18th October we have to calculate number of days. How many days are there in October? 31. 31 minus 18. You are getting 31 minus 18. How many days you are getting? 13. 13 plus November 30, December 31, January 31, February 29, March 31. It is coming to 165 days. 165 days into 2,500. 4,12,500. Next, 6th April 16 has been given. April 16. 6th April 16 is negative days you are getting because your date is closing on 31st March. You are settling account on 31st March, but due date falls under 6th April. That is beyond 31st March 16. Beyond 31st March 16 means how many days beyond 31st March? 60 days. 6 days. So 6 days we will be marking with the red ink, no? That is what is called as a red ink interest method. I have told you the product, negative product, instead of writing here, for avoiding confusion, it is very easy for all of you to follow. Whenever you are getting negative product, when you get negative product, when you are getting negative number of days. So here I am leaving space and then here I am writing 31st March 16. I'll be writing by red ink product. By red ink product, $5,000 into 6 is coming to 30,000. You can write here credit. The negative product of the debit side will be written on the credit side. Negative product of the credit side will be written on the debit side by calling by red ink product. Okay. Next, this is 4th February 16 due date. 4th February means February 29, no? 29 minus 4, 25. 25 February, 31 March, it is coming to 56 days. 56 into 1056. Product we are written here, no? Next, 21st March 16. 21st March 16 means 31 minus 21. 10 days. 10 days into 4,300. 43,000. 43,000. Okay, now come back to this. 26th November due date. 26th November means how many days are there in November? 30 means 4 days. 4 days November, 31 December, 31 January, February 29, March 31, it is coming to 126 days. 126 days into 4,000. It is coming to 5 lakhs 4,000. 5 lakhs 4,000. Next, 17th December 15 we are having here. 17 December means how many days are there in December? 31 days. 31 minus 17 you are having 14. 14 days December, January 31, February 29. Since it's a leap year, March 31, it is coming to 105 days. 105 days into 3,500, 3,67,500. Now you can see due date is 8th April, whereas your closing books on 31st March. So 8 negative days, no? Why 8 negative? The reason is that the due date falls after due date falls after 31st March. Date of settlement 31st March. You are getting negative. I told you credit side negative will be written on the debit side. So here I am writing 31st March 16 to Red Ink product. To Red Ink product brackets 8 into 2,700. It is coming to 21,600. So the credit side negative, debit side negative, credit side. And then you can do normal way. Okay. Now we can keep on calculating the product first. 5,49,000 plus 4,12,500 plus 56,000 plus 43,000 plus 21,600 is coming to 10,82,100. $10,82,100 minus 5,04,000 minus 3,67,500 minus 30,000 coming to 1,80,600. Now come on, product which side is showing more? When you are having balance on the credit side, obviously debit side product is showing more. That side we should write interest. 31st March 16 to interest. Balance of product, I have told you already formula. What is balance of product? 1,80,600. You can see the rate of interest is 10%. 10%. 1/365. It is coming to 49.4. Whether it is rounded off given or not, we see nearest rupee. Nearest rupee means 49 rupees I will be taking. This 14 rupees where I am writing which column? Amount column. You can go for the total of the amount now. 3,000 plus 2,500 plus 5,000 plus 1,000 plus 4,300. plus 49, 15,849. 15,849 minus 4,000 minus 3,500 minus 2,700. We're getting 5,649 is the balance. Here there is no settlement. I think there is no settlement here. Previous problem amount was settled. Here no settlement mentioned. So we can write by balance carried on amount column 5,640. Clear to all of you? This is how we have to work out the problems. I have told you today's class, after completion of this, I have given homework to you. 5th is a homework to you. 8th is a homework to you. Then we are left out 9th, 10th, 7th and 6th. So we are having 4 problems: 6, 7, 9, 10. That we can take up in the coming classes. With that we can complete the syllabus, right? Thank you. We'll meet in the next class. Till then, goodbye. Thank you. God bless you all. పోయి నేను ఆఫ్ చేయకుండా ఇది నొక్కారా?